And a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Eyes Lamel Family Field on the campus of Brevard College, nestled in the mountains of western North Carolina. Glad you're able to join us for this edition of Brevard College Tornadoes Women's Lacrosse, as Tornadoes back on their home field with a 2-1 record so far this year and taking on a non-conference opponent, the Albion Britons, who have made the trip from Michigan to Brevard College for this non-conference matchup on a Monday evening. Really beautiful weather and should be a great one between these two under the lights as we approach sunset here in the mountains of western North Carolina. I do want to go ahead and let you know the starting lineups for the Tornadoes. Maddie Norris, Elise Moore, Audrey Hansen. Also getting the start, Grace Blanton, Emily Denega, who recently went over that 100 career goal mark. Big celebration here at Brevard College for that, of course. Zan Hill, Lex McLaughlin, Cassidy Hutto, Paige Kniebuller, Ariana Casertano, Kelsey Hamrick, and the goalkeepers Kyla Smith-Fondal. Roya Tomasabi in her first season is the head coach of the Tornadoes. She's assisted by Casey Collins and Toby Naylor. The visitors from Albion, the Britons, their lineup is as follows. Hayla Lynn Gilly, Darby Connerly, Logan Hutchinson, Kendall Lewis, McKenna Scherer, Ellen Chown, Kelly Flynn, Julia Ames, Alaya Udabe, Audrey DeWaters, Ashley Toth, and Nicole Miller. Emily Dorado is the head coach of the Britons. Natalia Katanzarite is the assistant coach. So getting ready to get things started here. By the way, faculty honorary captain for this evening for Brevard College Women's Lacrosse will be welcoming to Eyes Lamel Family Field Business and Organizational Leadership Professor Cameron Austin. Great to have Professor Austin on board, and glad you're able to join us as well. Stick with us. Albion versus Brevard College Women's Lacrosse coming up shortly. Nearing the start of Tornadoes women's lacrosse as Albion comes to town, making the trip from Michigan. Just had the captain's meeting with the referees. Grace Blanton, Emily Denega, and Lex McLaughlin representing the Tornadoes. The Britons send just one captain, Audrey DeWaters, to handle things on their end. So stick with us. We'll have women's lacrosse action from Eyes Lamel Family Field coming up shortly. Welcome to Eyes Lamel Family Field. So we're about to get started with the opening draw control. As getting started here, Tornadoes and Britons, two teams with a 2-1 overall record. And Tornadoes able to win that opening draw control. Good work by Zan Hill. She went up against Audrey DeWaters in that opening draw control. Those two teams trying to get settled here. Britons with the possession in their attacking zone. Here's DeWaters. Kendall Lewis. Now Hutchinson. Gilly. Udabe. As around the horn they go. Now here's DeWaters. DeWaters, the captain of the Britons. DeWaters. Nice defense there. Paige Knibler. Big time play, and she's on the move. Tornadoes goalkeeper, by the way, Kyla Smith-Fondal. Goalkeeper for the Britons is Nicole Miller. His first offensive opportunity here for the Tornadoes. Here's Denega. Now Zan Hill. Up ahead to Hamrick. Kelsey Hamrick, the freshman. Denega once again. Knibler. Stepping to her right, surveying her options. Knibler. Some tight defense there from Albion. Here's Casertano. Denega. And a whistle. As nice job defensively there. Ashley Toth, freshman from Brighton, Michigan. And here comes the Britons the other way. Ground ball pickup there by Darby Connerly. And pushing it forward to Hutchinson. Here's Lewis. DeWaters. Flynn to Dabe. Gilly. Just getting started here. Opening 3 minutes. As DeWaters once again. Udabe with the attack. Here's Gilly. And a whistle. And a stop of the clock. And looks like a foul on the Tornadoes. Will be a free position shot for the Britons. And that was Gilly. Nice save there from the Tornadoes. Kyla Smith-Fondal, the freshman from Texas. But here comes, once again on the attack, Udabe, and saved once again by Smith-Fondal. So a nice couple saves there from Smith-Fondal. Freshman goalkeeper, Bayton, Texas. Making an early impact here in this collegiate career of hers. As here's Hutchinson on the move. Now Chown. DeWaters. Lewis. Now Hutchinson. Lewis once again. Now Chown. On the defensive end, there's Kniebeler for the Tornadoes. Shot and a goal. And the first goal of the game by number 22, Udabe. So Udabe and the Britons strike first. Udabe, the junior from California. And it'll be DeWaters and Hill squaring off once again on the draw control. Tornadoes won the opening draw control. And controlled by Lewis and the Britons. So even up on these draw controls as Lewis able to win that one. Here's Udabe, defended by McLaughlin. Udabe, who scored earlier. Nice job by the Tornadoes keeping up with her. Here's Chown. DeWaters. Flynn. Hutchinson. And well done there once again by the Tornadoes defense to get the stop. Cassidy Hutto in the middle of all that. And now Smith Fondal will consider her options. She's going to go deep. And very nicely done. Grace Blanton with the reception there. Now Blanton up ahead. Blanton covering a lot of ground. Could really feel the momentum there after that pass to Blanton. Now Blanton hustling back defensively, but great flip of the field there. What a connection. Smith Fondal to Blanton. So Tornadoes reset their offense. Denega. Casertano. Denega. Here's Hamrick. And a finish there. Emily Denega with the finish. And another goal for Denega, who went over the century mark recently. So credit the goal to Denega, the assist to Kelsey Hamrick. And just like that, the Tornadoes have found the equalizer. We're all knotted up at 1. 8:29 to play. And time for another draw control here. Zan Hill versus DeWaters. They're even in this department so far, but give the edge this time to the Britons. Gilly up ahead to Hutchinson. Now Flynn finding DeWaters. A substitute for the Tornadoes, Grace Vaught, has entered the contest. Shot there, just off the mark. That was a dangerous situation from the Tornadoes' perspective. So a free position shot here, and it's going to be Logan Hutchinson with the opportunity, sophomore from Vicksburg, Michigan. Yellow card on Paige Knibler in the process. Shot there and saved. Very nicely done. Another save for Smith Fondal. Now going with the long ball. Here's Elise Moore. Check that. Audrey Hansen, who came up with that last long ball. Back the other way, here comes Lewis. Hutchinson. And another save by Smith Fondal. Really nicely done. Several electric saves. Here's Denega. Three saves for Kyla Smith Fondal. Denega. Taken away by Darby Connerly. And whistle there, and stoppage of the clock at 5:36. One your score. 5 shots for Albion officially. 3 saves. Grace Vaught in the middle of that on the far side. Now loose ball picked up nicely by the Tornadoes. As Hamrick came up with it, was looking for Denega, but turn it back over to the Britons. Lex McLaughlin with the takeaway. Continuing to battle here. Gets Hutchinson. Then picked up nicely by Hamrick. Hamrick up ahead to Knibler. Knibler. Chown defending. Knibler continuing to spin herself. Now up ahead to Maddie Norris. Norris taking a look at her options. Now sends it back to Hamrick. Here's Knibler. Hill to Casertano. Back the other way we go. 4 minutes to play here. Opening period. 1-1 your score. Here's Knibler. And Miller able to come up with it there. And flipping the field quickly here are the Britons. Albion College out of Albion, Michigan. And here's Hutto. Nicely done. Cassidy Hutto covering a lot of ground. Very nicely done. The junior from Lexington, South Carolina. Now 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. As the Nega plays it forward. There's Grace Vaught. Vaught drawing a double team. Casertano. Hill. Hill on the attack. And a whistle. It's going to go back the other way. It's going to be the Britons' ball after that turnover by the Tornadoes. Just over 2 minutes to play. The Britons trying to move quickly here. Elise Moore on the defensive side for the Tornadoes. Nicely done. And she hands it off to her trusty goalkeeper, Kyla Smith-Fondal. Fondal now with another deep shot and another beautiful reception. Once again, Smith-Fondal, this time finding Kelsey Hamrick. And now Hamrick. Here's Hill. Zan Hill. Knibler. Sophomore from Indiana. Here's Denega. Denega drawing a triple team, and then the finish. Emily Denega, ladies and gentlemen, puts the Tornadoes ahead 2-1. She has both the goals today for the Nados. So Emily Denega with the finish. Nicely done. The exciting junior midfielder from Buford, Georgia. Career goals number 108 and 109 this evening. Continuing to add to that huge total. She's done that in 3 years, folks, and not even 3 years. 2 complete seasons, and this is only game 4 of season number 3. Emily Denega, once again, getting it done. Hutchinson up ahead to Flynn. Now here's Lewis for the Britons. Britons looking for an equalizer. Smith-Fondal has other ideas. We've seen her complete a couple of beautiful long passes up this near sideline. This time she plays it short to Hutto. Tori Dingle is checked into the contest as well as we're approaching the end of the first quarter. Tornadoes with the 2-1 lead. And I think Tornadoes are going to be happy just riding this one out to the end of the first quarter. Your score at the end of 1, Tornadoes 2, Britons 1. Back here at Eyes Lamel Family Field, Tornadoes with a 2-1 lead in this non-conference affair versus Albion. If you're wondering about Albion College, located in Albion, Michigan, 660 miles away from Brevard College. It's about a 11-hour drive. Right near the juncture of I-94 and I-69 in Michigan. About 95 miles west of Detroit. And appreciate them making the trip down here. It's our understanding it's part of a spring break trip. So not a bad place to spend your spring break, the mountains of western North Carolina. And appreciate the viewers from up there in Michigan tuning in for this one as well. So back underway, Tornadoes win the opening draw control. Emily Denega credited with that draw control. Denega with the 2 goals so far. Goal number 1 was assisted by Kelsey Hamrick. Goal number 2 by Kneibler. Now Tornadoes looking for more here with the first offensive possession of this second quarter. Hansen. Hill. Kelsey Hamrick. Now Zan Hill. Hill. Defended by DeWaters. Hamrick. Casertano. That shot clock running out. And credit the Britons able to extinguish the shot clock there and back the other way. It's a big stop there for the team in white. Here's Flynn. Flynn around the near sideline, flips it up ahead to Udabe. She had the 1 goal for the Britons. Here's DeWaters. Chown. Gilly. Hutchinson. Chown. Nice position there for DeWaters in the finish in the equalizer for the Britons. All knotted up at 2. So DeWaters, 5th-year senior out of Richland, Michigan. And able to get the finish there. Credit the assist to Chown, Ellen Chown, sophomore from Stafford, Virginia. And back to the draw control we go. And a whistle here. And looks like it's going to be a card as Zan Hill is sent off. In fact, a green card on Hill. Here with 12:21 to play, second period. 2-2, all tied up. Low-scoring affair. We've seen both teams with some good opportunities. We've seen some good goalkeeping by each side, some good defense. Good all-around play in this NCAA Division III matchup thus far. Here's Udabe. Flynn finds Chown. DeWaters. Now Hutchinson. McLaughlin on the defensive side. McLaughlin very active defensively, the former goalkeeper for the Tornadoes. Now playing in the field. But a finish there. Kelly Flynn, junior from Farmington Hills, Michigan. Back-to-back goals for the Britons. Britons ahead 3-2. So another assist for Chown. Both these assists here in this second period coming from Chown, and in a matter of just 39 seconds, the Britons able to get 2 goals to come from a 2-1 deficit to suddenly a 3-2 lead. Here's Emily Denega on the move for the NATOs. Here's Blanton. Grace Blanton. Knibler. Hill. Zan Hill on the move. Denega. Nice work finding that loose ball there. Casertano. Now Blanton. 42 on the shot clock. Casertano once again. Blanton draws a double team, finds Hill. Hill now surveying what she has in front of her. Hill double teamed by 2 Britons, Lewis and Scherer. And the finish there by Blanton. What a goal there. What an effort as the shot clock was running down to just 9 seconds. Grace Blanton with the finish. So Blanton with the finish. Credit the assist to Zan Hill. And just like that, we're all tied up at 3. We got a ball game, folks. As the 2 teams trade the lead, now tied once again. And that was a exciting goal there from Bland as the shot clock was running down, and real big effort there after the pass from Hill. Tornadoes now 8 shots. Check that, 8 shots for Albion, just 4 for the Tornadoes, but the Tornadoes have capitalized on 3 of their 4 shots. Meanwhile, after winning the draw control, Flynn up ahead for the Britons. Here's Chown. Chown has been the key distributor for the Britons. Here's Lewis. DeWaters. DeWaters to her left. Defended there by Blanton. Picked up by Haylelyn Gilly. Here's Lewis. Defended by Moore. And taken away nicely by the Tornadoes. Here come the Tornadoes the other direction. Who else? It's Grace Blanton coming off that goal. And a nice play on the defensive end as well. And covering a lot of ground here. Up ahead to Hill. Hill now resets the offense. Connerly matching up against her defensively. Hill. Here's Denega. Denega. Missing the connection to Blanton. And it's going to be picked up and taken away by the Britons. It's DeWaters. DeWaters now covering a lot of ground herself. Here's Hutchinson. And then the finish. Go-ahead goal for Udabe. And just like that, Britain's ahead 4-3. So Udabe with her second goal. Credit that assist to Hutchinson. And the lead continues to just seesaw back and forth here on a beautiful evening here at Eyes Lamel Family Field as lights starting to take effect as the sun sets behind us. Nearby Pisgah National Forest. Beautiful setting for these student athletes. As picked up there by DeWaters. And a whistle, 8:30. Zan Hill was able to cause a foul, and then she was able to rather cause a turnover, and the foul is going to be on DeWaters, and that's going to be a yellow card on DeWaters. So, power play opportunity here for the NATOs. $8:30 to play, so opportunity here, extra player for Brevard. Nice work by Hill, up to Knibler. Knibler on the move. Knibler was trying to thread the needle there, but Nicole Miller, goalkeeper for Albion, able to pick it up. Loose ball there picked up by Chown. Chown up ahead. Here's Hutchinson. Hutchinson on the move. Lewis with the shot and the finish. Kendall Lewis. Impressive shot from some range that time. And largest lead of the day for either team as the Britons go ahead 5-3. So, worth noting, that goal came playing a player short. Remember the penalty for DeWaters, and despite being down a player, the Britons able to get the go-ahead goal, this time to put them ahead 2 goals, a 5-3 advantage. Until this point, neither team has led by more than 1 goal. Still a player up power play situation for the NATOs. Stick change there, meanwhile, for Zan Hill. And the Britons going back to work here. Udabe. Lewis defended by Moore. Moore all over Lewis. 6:55 to play here, period number 2. Here's Udabe. Gilly defended by Hutto. Here's Lewis. Lewis up ahead to Hutchinson. Picked up there nicely by Maddie Norris. And then she's able to get through 3 different Britain defenders, but then it's taken away from behind by Hutchinson. Just over 6 minutes to play here. Period number 2. DeWaters. Now Chown defended by Moore. Udabe. Here's DeWaters. DeWalters. Here's Udabe. Tight defense by the Tornadoes. And it'll remain
Possession clock at 44.
Britain's ball as a reset of the possession clock. Hutchinson fires away. It's high. It'll remain Britain's ball. Meanwhile, possession clock running down to 22 seconds. Opening here in the finish. Logan Hutchinson. And just like that, the Britons up 6-3. So Hutchinson with the finish there, and it's been all Albion as of late. They've outscored the Tornadoes 5-1 in this second period. It'll be Casertano, the freshman, handling the draw control this time for the Nados. Taken away there nicely by Denega. Resetting her offense. Here's Maddie Norris. Norris, the freshman midfielder from Jupiter, Florida. Palm Beach Gardens High School. Here's Hamrick. Norris. Denega on the move. Denega with the shot. Just off the mark. It'll remain Tornado ball. Full 60 seconds on the possession clock. So plenty of time to operate here. 4 minutes and counting on the game clock until halftime. Hansen. Defended there by Toth. Here's Hill. Zan Hill. Threads the needle there to Casertano, but then stolen away by the Britons. DeWaters, she's done this a couple of times. Now Hutchinson on the move. Hutchinson finding Flynn. Flynn up ahead. Intercepted there nicely by Smith-Fondal. Despite the 6 goals allowed, Smith-Fondal's had some excellent saves, also some great distribution in this one. Tornado just looking for more offensive opportunities. Have been limited in the shot department. Just 6 shots. While the Britons officially with 12 shots. So it's a holding penalty, but no card. Here's Cassidy Hutto. Hutto looking for an outlet pass. She plays it forward nicely there to Maddie Norris. Norris on the move. Norris drawing a double team now. Dishes it off to Denega. Denega went right back to Norris. A little bit of a give and go action there, but unable to connect. And Albion's going to try to make the Tornadoes pay with a counterattack here. They've got some numbers. Under 2 minutes to play. Flynn. Here's Lewis. Udabe. Lewis. Flynn. Chown finding Hutchinson. Under 90 seconds to play. Udabe defended by Moore. .40 on the possession clock. Here's DeWaters. DeWaters once again. 1 minute to play, second period. And Tornadoes able to get the defensive stop there. Now, not much time to operate here until the end of the second period, down to 40 seconds. Tornadoes are going to have to work quickly if they want one last chance here before the half. Long ball that time, caught nicely by Maddie Norris. Kyla Smith-Fondal, another great delivery there, but then stolen away by the Britons. Here's Toth. Ashley Toth, all the way from her defensive position. Blanton able to stop that locomotive with a foul. Down to the final few seconds. And with 1.5 seconds, a whistle. Is there going to be a free position shot here for the Britons? With just 1.5 seconds, tough break here for the NATOs. It's Ashley Toth. Off the post, and Tornadoes able to come out unscathed here in the second period with any more damage, but the Britons take a 6-3 lead to the half. So a 6-3 advantage for the visitors. The Albion Britons. Tornadoes led this one 2-1 at the end of one period. The Britons then flipped the script, a 5-1 advantage in that second period. Tornadoes led by Emily Denega with 2 goals. And also a goal by Grace Blanton. Assists from Zan Hill, Paige Kneibler, and Kelsey Hamrick. Meanwhile, Udabe, the leading scorer for Albion. Hutchinson with the goal. Lewis with the goal as well. 3 assists for Chown. Grand total of 13 shots for the Britons. 5 for the NATOs. Tornadoes able to capitalize on 4 of the 5 shots, but just much more offensive opportunities for the visitors from Albion. Well, stick with us. We'll have second half action coming up in just a few.
It's important to study English because language
history
Back here at Eyes Lamel Family Field. The visiting Britons from Albion College with a 6-3 advantage after outscoring the Tornadoes 5-1 in that second period. Tornadoes have been led by Emily Denaga with 2 goals. Grace Blanton has a goal as well. Zan Hill, Paige Kneibler, and Kelsey Hamrick each with assists. Kyla Smith-Fundal with 4 saves. Ground ball category for the Tornadoes, Cassidy Hutto with 2 to lead Brevard. Meanwhile, Albion led by Udabe with 2 goals, and then there was a goal from Hutchinson, 1 from Lewis, 1 from DeWaters. Ellen Chown a factor as the distributor with 3 assists. And we're just about ready to get underway here. Opening draw control. DeWaters versus Casertano. And DeWaters is going to win this battle. Here's Lewis. Chown. Hutchinson. Gilly to DeWaters. Lewis. DeWaters once again. DeWaters. Nice defense. Blanton. Another opportunity here on the offensive attack. Here's Lewis. Udabe. Udabe. Amelia Fuentes now in goal for the Tornadoes, able to get that save. So goaltending change as new goalkeeper Amelia Fuentes. Norris resets using Kneibler. Fuentes, also a freshman, just like Smith-Fundal. She's from St. Augustine, Florida. Shot here, point-blank range. Saved by Miller. Nicole Miller remaining in goal for the Britons. She's the only goalkeeper listed on the roster for Albion. Meanwhile, here comes Albion on the move. Toth, she made some things happen late in that second period. Here's Flynn. Chown. DeWaters. Flynn. Lewis. Hutchinson. Hutchinson, defended by Moore. Elise Moore, junior from Pickens, South Carolina. What a presence she has on the defensive end for the Tornadoes. And a shot and a finish there. And the Britons able to move ahead that much further, stretch their lead to 4 goals. So Flynn able to get the finish there. And it's been all Britons since the end of that first period when the Tornadoes led 2-1. Another draw control win for the Britons. Flynn defended by Knibler. Moore on the defensive side. Now McLaughlin defending. Here's Udabe, defended by Knibler. Udabe trying to find some room to navigate. Picked up there by Lewis. Lewis once again. Picked up by the goalkeeper, Fuentes. Amelia Fuentes. Part of that freshman goalkeeping duo for the Tornadoes. Meanwhile, the Britons come up with a turnover. Here's Gilly. Hutchinson. Chown. Flynn to DeWaters. And a finish there by Lewis, number 13. So Kendall Lewis able to put the Britons on the board once again. 8th goal of the evening. So the Britons with 2 quick goals here in the third period to stretch their lead to 5. And another draw control opportunity here. Britons have won the majority of these opportunities. But this time the Tornadoes, Casertano, up ahead to Denega. Stolen away by DeWaters. Credit Ariana Casertano. Big time draw control there. Udabe. And whistle there. And stoppage of the clock at 10:12. And this is going to be a booking for the NATOs. Looks like Grace Blanton is going to be sent to the sidelines. Britain substitute, Sophie Amimer coming in. And indeed a yellow card on Blanton. So player up situation here. Chown to Lewis. Udabe. Defended by McLaughlin. Shot there. Whistle before the shot. And it's going to be on the Britons, so it'll be Tornado ball. Beautiful evening for Lacrosse. Upper 50s currently. Bright blue skies throughout the day here in the mountains. As long ball here is going to take a big bounce. And taken away by the Britons. It's Scherer. Junior from Salem, Virginia. Here's Flynn. Flynn once again in the finish. Goal number 9 for the Britons. So a timeout on the field with your score. Britons 9, Tornadoes 3.
every cheer, for every play, we know there's a little prayer that no one gets hurt. That's why we are there too. Party athletic trainers, physicians, and specialists. We're watching closely for any sign that someone needs care. And if your child is hurt, they're seen right away by the region's top specialists. The Party Sports Medicine team is at every game, match, race, practice, and workout, providing medical attention and guidance. For us, winning is all about playing healthy and smart so you can perform at your best.
Back here at Eyes Lamel Family Field, coming off the timeout. Albion with a 9-3 advantage on a busy week of action here at Brevard College. Just the first of 9 total home events. We'll tell you about those in just a moment. Meanwhile, another draw control situation here. Tornadoes won the last one. Casertano once again. And Denega's going to come down with it. So last 2 draw controls going to the Tornadoes, affectionately known as the Draw Dogs. This time Casertano and Denega connecting. Here's Grace Vaught, the senior from Columbia, South Carolina. Norris. Zan Hill. Hill taking on a couple of defenders there. Now Kneibler. And Kneibler trying to get it inside there, but taken away by the Britons. And here comes Albion back the other way. Kendall Lewis. She's found the back of the net. Tough defense there from Hamrick. And Tornadoes ball. Kelsey Hamrick will get things started for the Tornadoes. Here's Kneibler. 7:13 to play here, period number 3. Kneibler. Hamrick. Kelsey Hamrick, the freshman from Shelby, North Carolina. Trying to connect with Grace Vaught there, but it'll be Britain's ball the other way. Vaught trying to provide some pressure here on the goalkeeper, Nicole Miller. Miller plays it forward. Tornadoes from the attacking side providing some pesky defense, but Albion's able to break that press and Udabe. Here's Chown. Lewis. DeWaters. DeWaters defended there by McLaughlin. Chown. And the finish. Kendall Lewis once again. So we mentioned the busy week for Brevard College Tornado Athletics. Men's lacrosse action tomorrow evening begins at 6 p.m. right here at Eyes Lamel Family Field. Tornadoes taking on Hiram College. So women's lacrosse this evening, men's lacrosse tomorrow night. And we've got action through the weekend as well. We'll tell you about that momentarily. This draw control is going to go to the Britons. Now ahead 10-3. Flynn. Hutchinson to Gilly. Back to Hutchinson. Tough defense there from McLaughlin. Now on the defensive side's Elise Moore. And the finish there, goal number 11. So Audrey DeWaters, the captain with the goal that time. And continuing to stretch their lead even further, now up 11-3. Well, tennis will have their home opener on Friday. The men's team will take on Asbury, as will the women's team. That's 1 o'clock, first serve at McCoy Tennis Complex. New situation here on the draw control. It's Maddie Norris. And the Tornadoes successfully convert the draw control there. Nice combination of Norris and Denega. So Maddie Norris, the freshman midfielder from Jupiter, Florida, getting it done. With the draw control. Here's Audrey Hansen. Norris. Norris plays it back to Casertano. Casertano once again. Hamrick. Kelsey Hamrick. Off the foot of Hamrick with just over 4 minutes to play here, period number 3. Zan Hill. Sandhill trying to shake her defender. Ball's loose here. Battle for the pickup. Still battling for it. Still battling for it. And ultimately, Connerly able to come up with it. Three minutes to play here, third period. The visiting Britons of Albion College in control, 11-3. Flynn, defended by Kneibler. Now Moore on the defensive end for the Tornadoes. Blanton there defensively as well. Hutto on the defensive side now. Here's Flynn for Albion. Stolen away by Hutto. Cassidy Hutto, big time takeaway there. She was trying to find her teammate up ahead. When the ball bounces out of bounds, it'll be Albion ball. As Connerly comes back the other way. Hutto was trying to find Hansen. A big play defensively by Hutto. 1:45 to play. Udabe. Loose ball there. Picked up by Blanton. Nicely done. Grace Blanton, who had a goal earlier. Blanton across midfield. Blanton continuing to move forward. Still Blanton. Now uses Casertano. 1 minute to play, third period. Denega. Hamrick. Maddie Norris. Grace Vaught. Vaught fired off a shot there. Saved by Nicole Miller. And now quick outlet pass. This could be trouble for the Tornadoes. Numbers for the Britons. DeWaters. And the finish there. Fast break finish by the Britons. So credit that goal to Kelly Flynn. And a penalty at the same time. As Lex McLaughlin is going to have to serve some time. And it'll be a player up situation, power play scenario for the Britons. Just 22 seconds left to play here in the third period. Now down to the final 17 seconds. Albion's hungry for more here. Ahead by 9. Down to the final 2 seconds. And that'll do it for the end of the third period. Your score, Britons 12, Tornadoes 3.
Zan Hill, Fort Mill, South Carolina.
Emily Denega, Beaufort, Georgia.
Emma Zemkovich, Ocala, Florida.
Paige Knighter, Evansville, Indiana.
Audrey Hanson, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Grace Blanton, Birmingham, Alabama.
Kylie Smith, Barnell, Houston, Texas.
Maddie Norris, Jupiter, Florida. Kelsey Henry, Shelby, North Carolina.
Elise Moore, Pickens, South Carolina.
Ariana Casertano, Atlanta, Georgia.
Amelia Fuentes, St. Augustine, Florida. Grace Vaught, Columbia, South Carolina. Tori Dingle, Anderson, South Carolina.
Sophia Harden, Brooklyn, New York.
Cassidy Hutto, Lexington, South Carolina. Lex McLaughlin, McDonald, Georgia. NATO Nation, let's rock.
Well, there's your 2024 Tornadoes. Well, we mentioned the action this week. Men's lacrosse tomorrow, 6 o'clock versus Hiram. Tennis on Friday. Men's and women's tennis opener versus Asbury at the McCoy Tennis Complex. Then women's lacrosse will be back in action on Friday afternoon at 1 p.m. And then there's a men's lacrosse game at 5 p.m. Friday. So doubleheader on Friday. Baseball will have a 3-game series Saturday and Sunday versus Berea. A grand total of 9 different home athletic events this week. So if you're a fan of the Tornadoes, it's the place to be, Brevard College. We'll try to bring you every second of that action right here on this YouTube channel as well. If you haven't done so already, subscribe and hit that little bell so you receive all the notifications when the Tornadoes go live. And we'll be bringing the action all spring long across all the spring sports. But glad you're able to join us this evening for our college women's lacrosse as the Tornadoes battling against the Britons of Albion College, who've made the trip down from Michigan. Albion 660 miles away from Brevard, North Carolina. About an 11-hour trip. And part of a spring break trip. They've been busy. A start yesterday, Sunday, they had a game in Danville, Kentucky versus Center College where the Britons fell 19-13. And they'll play University of the Cumberlands on Thursday, John Carroll University on Saturday. So middle of a stretch of 4 straight road games for the visitors. And we'll see what the call is here. And it looks like it's going to be a goal for Albion. So a little bit of a miscue there for the Tornadoes. So 13-3 now your score. By rule, now a running clock with the 10-goal advantage. That'll be ruled a team goal for Albion. And Tornadoes back the other way. Two goals for Emily Denega this evening to increase her total even further. Now 109 in her career. Shot there and right on cue, Emily Denega with her 3rd goal of the evening. So Emily Denega with goal number 3, the hat trick. And Zan Hill with the assist. So Tornadoes cut the lead back down to 9, so the running clock no longer. And another goalkeeper change for the Tornadoes as Kyla Smith-Fundal heading to the goal as Amelia Fuentes has been relieved by her. Smith-Fundal started the game. Then we saw Fuentes start the second half. And clock now starting again, 13:22 to play here in the 4th period. Flynn. Some tough defense there from Hamrick of the Tornadoes, amongst others. And Tornadoes able to come up with a stop. Here's McLaughlin. Tornadoes get things started from the back. Denega. Up ahead to Blanton. Zan Hill taking control of things. Here's Knibler. Trying to spin past her to nifty pass there to Denega. Denega then had the opening momentarily. What a pass there. Knibler to Denega, but meanwhile, Albion back the other way. Toth. Here's Lewis. Lewis has 3 goals on the evening. Flynn has 4 to lead all players. Denega for the Tornadoes with 3. Grace Blanton with 1. Hutchinson defended by McLaughlin. Hutchinson, nice job finding the cutting Flynn, but then a great save there from Smith Fundal. Save number 6 for Fundal. 11 minutes and counting, 4th period. Picked up there by the Britons. Julia Ames. Well, Tornadoes continuing the non-conference portion of their season. Following tonight's matchup, a matinee Friday afternoon versus Guilford right here at Eyes Lamel Family Field. Hope to see you for that one. As shot there, bounces wide. Shot was by Hutchinson. And then this is going to be a penalty. A card coming out. And Lex McLaughlin is going to have a yellow card assessed to her. And with 9:56 to play, a free position shot here for the Britons. It'll be Toth. Toth decides to play it back. Goes short to Lewis. Power play situation here, and the Tornadoes unable to hold off the Britons there. So DeWaters with the finish there. Now another goalie change for the Tornadoes as Fuentes heads back in. And Albion capitalizes on that situation. Running clock once again with the 10-point lead. As Audrey Hansen on the draw control this time for the Tornadoes. It's won by Albion. 9:08 to play here in the 4th. Flynn to Toth. Here's Hutchinson. Shot and a finish there. Peyton Long with the finish. And the lead's extended to 11. Running clock here at Eyes Lamel Family Field. So Long gets on the board. 6 different Britons have scored this evening. And back to the draw control. Maddie Norris for the NATOs. Against the Waters. And it's going to be won by the NATOs. Here's Concertano. And a whistle. Reset of the clock. Wanted to reset the shot clock, the possession clock there. Running clock situation here, 7:30 and counting. Denega being double teamed, and able to wiggle her way through the double team, then takes on a third defender, fires off a shot, but it's saved by Miller. 7 minutes and counting, period 4. Tenth shot of the evening for Brevard. Albion has 25 to their credit. Checking in is Tori Dingle for the NATOs. Here's DeWaters. Defended there by Hamrick. Kelsey Hamrick. Hutto on the defensive side. As we're down to 6 minutes to play here, period number 4. And a free position shot here for Albion. It's going to be Udabe. Saved there by Fuentes. Picking up the loose ball is DeWaters, so another opportunity. Hutchinson. Defended by Knibler. Now Dingle on the defensive side against Lewis. Ground ball is picked up by Albion. Flynn able to keep this possession alive. Five minutes to play. DeWaters. 35 on the possession clock. Shot there, and the finish by Albion. Hutchinson with her second goal of the evening. So Hutchinson with 2 goals, Lewis with 3, Udabe with 2, DeWaters with 3, Long with 1. Flynn leads all scorers with 4. For the Tornadoes, Denega with 3 goals, Blanton with 1 goal, 2 assists for Zan Hill, Paige Knibler and Kelsey Hamrick each with an assist. Cassie Hutto leading in the ground ball category with 3 for the NATOs. DeWaters leading Albion with 4 ground balls. Another draw control here. It'll be Maddie Norris against DeWaters. Tornadoes have used several players in that draw control position, while Albion's had DeWaters pretty much the entire time. Running clock, 3:33 to play here in the fourth quarter, a 16-4 lead for Albion. This was a 2-1 ball game at the end of the first period. It's been all Britons ever since. And we mentioned next up Guilford for the Tornadoes on Friday at 1 p.m. Then the Tornadoes will head to Atlanta, Georgia to take on Oglethorpe on Wednesday, March the 13th. And then on a busy Saturday, March the 16th here at Brevard College, Tornadoes will be back at home 11 a.m. at Eyes Lamel Family Field to take on William Peace. That William Peace game, if you want to circle your calendars, the start of conference play, USA South Conference play. So after tonight, 2 more non-conference games before conference play starts in earnest. I ran up against a tough Albion team this evening, and they're continuing to find the back of the net. Another goal there. So DeWaters with the goal there. Here's DeWaters. Down to the final 80 seconds in this one. Here's DeWaters. Under a minute to play. 17-4, Albion on top. As the crickets continue to make their sounds here at Brevard College. Season starting to change. And we're down to the final 40 seconds of this one. Hope to see you tomorrow night for men's lacrosse action. 6 o'clock start. Albion looking for one more opportunity here. Final 20 seconds. A whistle. And the possession clock goes off as well. We'll see what the ruling is. It'll be tornado ball. But we're down to the final 10 seconds. It's all academic at this point. And that will do it. 17-4 your final. Stick with us. We'll bring you all the final highlights and statistics from this one. 17-4 your score. So that'll do it for us here at Brevard College. A 17-4 Albion lead advantage through 4 periods. Brevard had a 2-1 lead at the end of the first period, and then it was all Albion. 5-1 in the second period, a 6-0 advantage in the third, and then 5-1 in the fourth. Adds up to a 17-4 victory. Tornadoes were led by Emily Denego with 3 goals. Grace Blanton had 1 goal. Zan Hill had 2 assists rather. 3 ground balls for Cassidy Hutto, a pair of ground balls for Hamrick, McLaughlin, and Blanton. Albion had 31 shots compared to just 10 for the Tornadoes. And Albion was led by Flynn and DeWaters and Lewis, along with Udabe and Hutchinson, all with multiple goals. Long had a goal as well. Chown with 4 assists. Udabe with 3 assists. DeWaters with an assist as well. On the goalkeeping side, the winning goalkeeper Miller for Albion with 5 saves. Tornadoes used 2 goalkeepers. 4 saves for Fuentes, 5 for Kyla Smith-Fondal. Well, special thanks to faculty honorary captain Cameron Austin. He's a professor in the Business and Organizational Leadership major here at Brevard College. Really appreciate his participation and help behind the scenes with tonight's contest. That's a program that's going to be happening all season long, so keep a lookout who the next faculty honorary captain will be for Brevard College women's lacrosse. And Brevard will regroup and get ready for a matchup in non-conference play versus Guilford on Friday. That's a 1 p.m. special midday matinee here at Eyes Lamel Family Field on a Friday afternoon. Well, that'll just about do it for all of us here at Brevard College. Do want to remind you, men's lacrosse will be in action tomorrow. If you want to come on out here to Eyes Lamel Family Field for that one, if you're in the area, or tune right here to this YouTube channel. And we mentioned the women's lacrosse action on Friday. You'll also have tennis action Friday, along with men's lacrosse on Friday afternoon, a 5 o'clock start for the men's lacrosse team on Friday. Baseball this weekend as well. So all sorts of opportunities for NATO Nation to check out multiple sports. And we look forward to seeing you at an upcoming event. Well, want to thank all those behind the scenes who help make the operation happen. Here in the broadcast booth, Justin Espino, our producer this evening. Special thanks to him. Enrico Lozito handling some of the spotting behind the scenes also. Great job behind the scenes by Enrico. Tommaso Fioravanti, also known as DJ Tommaso, handling the music for the stadium here at Eyes Lamel Family Field. Sports Information Director Joseph Marvin and Pietro Moratelli on statistics. And special thanks to Jamie Atkinson and Destiny Williams, our clock operators this evening as well. Well, once again, hope to see you tomorrow for men's lacrosse. I'll be at 6 o'clock here at Eyes Lamel Family Field. Have a very pleasant rest of your Monday evening. Your final score for the final time as Albion takes a 17-4 victory in non-conference play over Brevard. See you next time. Go Tornadoes!